Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Phoenix 1987-20 here to bring you my review of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is made by Retro for Nintendo. Um, this game I find tries really hard to make you fall in love again if you grew up on the Donkey Kong countries for the Super NES. It's pretty much the same setup as the original Donkey Kongs, where you go from level once you beat it, you go to the next level, and it's a side scroller game, which is really fun, and I really like that. Um, but it's Retro's attempt at trying to bring back old classics, but with a new style twist. So graphically, these graphics are pretty darn fresh and clear. You can see like the good textures on the trees. You can see Donkey Kong and all his fur on him, like how the water moves, and stuff like that. Um, you can play, depending on the level, you play above ground or underwater or in a mine like you would in any other Donkey Kong game. Um, you have little, what are they called? Let's see if I can show you here. Um, Make sure you get your bubbles for your air, because you're going to need them, because if you run out of air, you're going to run out of, you're going to start losing lives. Again, your goal is to get to the end game of each level without trying to take any damage, collecting Donkey Kong currency, which is the banana coins. You want to collect the bananas to get free ups. One thing I do like about it is there's no timer. You don't have any timer, so you can play this game as slow as you, each level as slow as you want to make sure you can get everything, or as fast as you want. And you're still trying to collect the 4 letters Kongs. Um, Making sure your health life, you got 3 bars there, 3 hearts. So that's always good to keep in mind. There's always new and exciting things to do. And like I said, the graphics are pretty good. Remember, Nintendo makes a lot of cartoon type of characters and cartoonish games. But it doesn't mean that they're exactly aimed at kids. If I was to say anything, really, I think this game is aimed for young adolescents, adults. I'm not going to say that kids can't play it, but this game does have a lot of strategy to it and to figure out stuff, and sometimes the levels are hard as heck to do, and I'm not going to lie there. So I say they age 8 and up, you should be okay. If you want to, if a younger kid is playing, like 5 years of old, they're between 5 and 8, they may need some assistance with certain levels, certain things you have to do, which is not any different than any other video game that comes out. The music has a feel of old classics remastered and added new classics in there. It's nice, smooth, and light. It's not overpowering, so you can, when Donkey Kong pounds, you can hear it. When there's enemies nearby, you can hear it. Or when your floor starts dropping out of the way, and you have the whole crew back: Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie, Cranky. And this game actually introduces Flunky as a playable character. Funky Kong is used in this game as an easier approach for people, so that's what you want to start your kids off with if they're really young, because like I said, young kids, they're gonna have they will have a little trouble. So if you start them off as Funky Kong, they're going to be easier. A lot of your characters, if you're playing single player, your second monkey will usually ride Donkey Kong's back. Controls for this game is pretty simple. Use your joystick to move back and forth. Your grab button is your trigger buttons here, and that works for a lot of things. If you're down and you want to do a ground pound, you just press down and Y, or you can just press X. To do a roll, just run forward and press your Y button or your X button, and that will move you forward. Graphically, this game, like I said, is pretty well in the mark for Donkey Kong. You still got your normal barrels that you gotta make sure you're accurate with. But what I like about this game is sometimes you don't have to be on the same side of the screen. They may put you may have to play behind all the levels where you're farther away, which makes it a tad bit harder. But as you can see that I'm going from front to back, behind other things, and how I get to different areas. The bosses on these games are fun. And that little piggy guy there is a helper. He gives you tips on the game, plus he is your restorer point, so in case you do die, you'll go back to your last pig save, which is cool because you don't want to start the whole level over again. And you gotta watch out for all your enemies because they can be hanging above, hanging below. You'll never know what's exactly going on. So again, I would say this game is appropriate for ages 8 and up, but if younger kids want to play, there's no worry about that, as long as you're willing to help them in case they get stuck in a hard spot. I just lost Diddy Kong, and when you get 2 characters, you get a total of 6 hearts. I'll show you right here, right now. So I got Diddy Kong back. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll lose your partner first before you lose your main guy, unless you actually fall off a cliff and there's no bottom to it. The bad guys are neat because they're not your typical bad guys that they had in the Donkey Kong series for the N64, or the Super NES, I mean. Which is fun as well. And at the end of the level, you have this barrel thing, which they did on later games. And you want to get the Donkey Kong symbol for most, or yeah, you want the Donkey Kong symbol because that's how you get special bonuses. But there's your balloons are for your free ops, which if you played the old school games is what it is. You're trying to collect Kong. You're trying to collect, like I said, the Donkey Kong spot. You want to fill in the puzzle, so you want to look around. And for me, I took my sweet ass time in this game just so I could find everything. And a lot of these things are really hard to find. It's not open in plain sight. And like I was saying, like it's like a old school Donkey Kong game with there. But if you hear the music, yeah. And that's your classical music from the Super NES Donkey Kongs, which is just a hint of a remix to it. They kind of modernized it, which is cool. And like you get assistance from Funky's Flying By, which is awesome as well because you can buy your extra characters here, so you can start off with the game. The parrot here is cool because the parrot it only lasts for a level, and it will start walking when it's close to a puzzle piece, so it gives you a chance. And you can buy a shield if you're alone, and it will help you protect. And it's for vehicles. You can buy this radical stuff, but I can't remember exactly what it does. You can get your extra heart here, so you can upgrade from 3 to 4 hearts. The green balloons, in case you fall off and you purchase them, you fall off in the level, will float you back onto the level, but you only have one shot if you only have one balloon. And your water balloons, or your blue balloons, or your water balloons, they allow you to get more underwater air time so you don't die. And then if you're collecting stuff, you can use your coins. And like I have 52 coins here, so I'm purchasing 10 items, and they're all random items. And yes, you'll get doubles, and that's for sure. And you're just trying to collect, and this is stuff for collecting. So if you're a person that's gonna 100% it, you're gonna spend a lot of time in this game. If you're a person that just flies through the game just to get to the end point, that's only gonna take you 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. But if you're collecting everything, you're looking at 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, because a lot of these puzzles are not that easy. They're actually pretty hard. Boss levels in this game can vary. Some of them are really easy if you think about it, and some of them are stupidly hard. And I'm not gonna lie there. I did struggle on some of the bosses. Some of the bosses I just played through, and depending on if you have a computer partner or a co-op partner, I found that with a co-op partner, the game was a lot harder than if you had a computer partner, because with a co-op partner, you have to make sure you communicate, that you coordinate and execute all at the same time. With a computer partner, either A, rise your back, or B, it'll do exactly what you want to do. Get through that. Just leave the shop here for a second. But like I said, the graphics are good. The controllers are very easy. The gameplay is beautiful. The music has your touch of old school with new school. Each world has its own tone of music, which is nice because they do incorporate the old tones from the older Donkey Kong Country games. And again, they have new music in there, so they give you good overall. And if I have to rate this game, like I said, this is my review, and I had to rate this game, I'd probably give this game an 8.4 out of 10. But that's just me. Some of you guys may love this game, some of you guys may hate this game, but it's all depends on the gamer themselves. So if you like my videos, hit that like button, share this with all your family and friends. Turn on that notification button, subscribe to my channel so you can get my so you can be the first to see all my videos. And leave a comment below. I like to see what you guys have to say, and I do try to respond to you guys as soon as I can. This is, like I said, this is Phoenix 1987-20 signing out for the day. So I hope you have a good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon. I love y'all. Peace.